Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hiram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hiram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every week. Okay, I just have to say, I think this is fucking hilarious. If you notice, I have a little, you probably can't tell what that is, but it's supposed to say Aloha. I've been loving the look of like, you know those neon lights? You know like when you see in window shops when it says open? Well, I wanted to get a custom one that said Aloha, but when I looked at the price, I was like, no way. Because I wanted to be like an aesthetic YouTuber, you know, like starting to be a professional. So instead of buying a legit neon sign, you know, that's good quality, I decided to be really ratchet and find this little sign at Barnes & Noble's to where you can assemble your own lettering. And after like way too much work, I created the Aloha lettering. I hung it up too high, so I had to do like a whole like ratchet. It's super ratchet, okay? Anyway, I created it, I turned on the light, I'm like, this looks bomb, this is gonna look so great. I turn on the lights, and because the lights are so strong, you can't even see the LED look. Like, it looks like wires on a wall. I swear, every time I try to just be like a normal YouTuber, I fail. I really fail. Let me try to show you what it looks like with the lights off. Oh my god, it's perfect. Should I just film the rest of the video like this? Aloha, everyone! See, it's supposed to be like super cute, and it's not. So, wow, actually this lighting is kind of good. I mean, I look hella red, but when do I not? Oh my god, I just might stay like this. Is this my new lighting setup? Well, I'm just gonna keep it like this. So today I'm going to be talking about a product that I am absolutely obsessed with, and I have been for I think over a year now. This is a completely revolutionary product, and when I first came across it, I was like, what? How is this a thing? Is this legit? It looks like not legit. And it is a face powder that is a sunscreen. Whoever thought of this idea needs like a significant raise because it's bomb AF. Today I'm going to be talking about the Tarte Guard SPF 30 Mineral Powder Sunscreen. If you're wondering why it's a stick, I'll show you. It goes like this, poof. Brush on for an all-natural, beautiful look. So if this concept seems like totally mind-blowing to you, I'm gonna explain exactly what it does, what my thoughts are, if the ingredients are actually effective, what I don't like about it, you know, all that shit. Let's get into it. So when I first came across this product, I was actually walking through Sephora, just looking through some of the selection of the products that they had when I noticed a powder sunscreen. And actually the one I noticed was from Peter Thomas Roth. Now when I saw this instantly, I was a little bit confused, but when I started reading about it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I have been needing in my life. Anyone who dabbles in skincare a lot knows the struggle when it comes to applying sunscreen to the face. It's really difficult because it's hard to find a really good sunscreen, and in addition, you can only apply it once when it comes to standard cream sunscreens. Cream sunscreens are great, and I think they're great to be able to mix in with your normal skincare routine, but normal sunscreens only last about 2 hours before they're ineffective on your face. So if you are continuing to be exposed to sunlight after 2 hours, you will be getting sun damage. Now some of you may be hearing this and be thinking like, well, Hiram, it's not that big of a deal, it's just sunscreen. Hold up. Let me just correct you right there, bitch. Sunscreen is the most important aspect of skincare. And if you don't believe me, let me tell you that 90% of premature aging is due to sun exposure. 90%. But that's kind of difficult to do when you can only apply it once at the beginning of the day without being able to reapply it. However, this product literally changes the whole game. So how this product works is that it's 100% mineral sunscreen powder. Now, if you don't know about the difference between chemical and mineral sunscreens, go to the video in my description box. I talk about what both are and how chemical sunscreens are killing the ocean. So the fact that this is a mineral sunscreen is amazing. But mineral is very good for the face. It's non-sensitizing, great for people with really sensitive skin, and it's able to be formed in powder form because mineral sunscreens are just that, they're mineral. Now obviously this isn't purely just the sunscreen, but it's formulated with a high concentration of mineral sunscreens to be really effective. It works like so. You take off the cap, pull down this cover, and just sweep across the face. Now obviously I'm going in really lightly. Usually when I apply it, I go in pretty heavy to make sure I'm getting as much sun protection as possible. What this does is it creates a sealant of sun protection across your face. Mineral sunscreens are very comparable to say like putting mirrors on your face. They reflect They reflect sunlight. And by applying a thin layer of this all across your face, it is doing just that. It is reflecting the sunlight away from your skin, ensuring that your skin is not damaged. Now, when I first got this, I was like, bitch, I don't think this is gonna work. This looks hypey as fuck, and just being honest, I don't think it's legit. So that's when I put it to the test. One of my part-time jobs that I currently do right now is I am a server, and part of the restaurant that I work at is outside. Now, being that Hawaii is very sunny and very hot, I decided I would go to work for a while, I think it was like a week, using no sunscreen except for this powder. Now, I have been to work without any sunscreen before. I know, shocking. Don't stone me. And I have seen the sun damage in my skin after even just one shift. My skin will be very red, it'll be irritated, obviously. So I knew what to compare it with. When I used just this powder alone throughout the course of my day, I saw a huge difference in my skin. I saw no redness. I thought that the product was really effective. My skin was happy, it wasn't inflamed, it felt really nice, and I noticed no damage, or very little damage. After that experience, I was like, ooh, she works. Where? So obviously, having seen those results in my skin, that is one major reason why I absolutely love this product. The second reason I love this product is because I suffer from really, really oily skin. And when you have oily skin, you get super greasy throughout the day, and it's really difficult to remove that grease from your face without completely stripping your skin of the moisturizing products that you use at the beginning of the day. However, when you have a powder like this, not only does it serve as a sun protectant, it also mattifies your face because the powder in this helps to absorb any of the excess oil across your skin. And I absolutely love that because I am not a person to wear makeup, and although I knew that you could apply translucent powders to your face to get rid of any oiliness throughout the day, I was like, you know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to carry around makeup with me. I don't want to have to carry around a big ass brush and a big ass jar of translucent powder. That's just not my style. However, when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect to be able to touch up on my greasiness throughout the day. And sure enough, ever since I started using this, I have noticed very little greasiness of my skin, but an adequate amount of moisturizing from the products that I use at the beginning of the day. It's the best of both worlds. The third reason I love this product is because of the sunscreen factor itself. Now, sunscreen, like I said, is effective for 2 hours, but after 2 hours, it becomes ineffective for the skin. Obviously, you cannot reapply cream sunscreen to your skin throughout the day. And for a lot of people with makeup, this just isn't realistic. With this handy little brush, you can reapply throughout the day. So what I do every 2 hours, I go in with this and I just apply it over my skin. That way I'm making sure I'm touching up on my sun protection and getting no sun damage throughout the day. That is an incredible feat in and of itself and something I have not seen as a solution for any other type of sunscreen. And finally, the fourth reason I love this product is because of the packaging. Now, Tarte is not the only brand that has a powder sunscreen. I know of many brands that do have a powder sunscreen. I've specifically used the Peter Thomas Roth powder sunscreen and the Supergoop powder sunscreen. However, I am mostly a fan of Tarte because of the packaging. When I used Peter Thomas Roth, they use a brush that's very kind of like abrasive on the skin, and in addition to that, let out too much product on my face. Sometimes when I would use it, I would see an explosion of powder, and all of a sudden I would look like my skin was caked with powder. And sometimes when I was, at my serving job and I'm in a rush and I have to apply this really quickly, I don't know when there's too much on my face, and I would be walking around work with this patch of powder on my face. It's just not pretty. In addition to that, the Supergoop powder sunscreen I personally didn't like because I felt like the applicator just wasn't really good. At times it wouldn't apply any powder sunscreen to the face, and then at other times it would apply it way too much. I love the Tarte one because it applies the perfect balance of powder to my face. I can go in lightly on the face and just see a little bit of a difference, or when I'm really looking for max sun protection, I can go in heavy and it still looks really, really natural on the skin, and it does so in a controlled way. Now that I've talked about the pros of the product, I do want to talk about the cons. There are very few, but some. Now, when it comes to the brand Tarte, one of the reasons I love them for makeup is because they're a very clean brand, and they're formulated without phthalates, parabens, mineral oil, stripping ingredients, as well as a bunch of other things, which I think is great because we don't want to have those things exposed to our skin. But they do formulate with fragrance, and this product does have a very natural vanilla smell scent to it. It doesn't bother me a lot because I know I'm applying such little product to my face, and it's really not at a very high concentration when it comes to the ingredients. But fragrance is still fragrance, and I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it is in this product, but it's not the worst thing in the world to me. The only other thing I dislike about this product is that it does have a little bit of a tint to it. When I apply a really light layer, I don't notice any shade difference on my skin, but when I do apply a lot, which I normally do apply a lot because I want to make sure that my skin's really protected, I will see a little bit of this color tint on my skin. And because it's brighter than my natural skin tone. Sometimes it makes me look a little bit pasty, I'm not gonna lie. But the way I counteract this is with my Bronzy Sunshine Serum from Drunk Elephant. If you don't know about that product, watch my review. It's like one of my most recent videos. It's a tinted serum that has a really dark shade to it, and usually what I do is I mix my sunscreen, the Bronzy serum, and my moisturizer together. I apply it to my face. Now I make sure I apply enough Bronzy serum to make it a little darker than my natural skin tone, and then I'll follow up with this powder which neutralizes the color of my face back to normal. And all of this together makes it look like I'm wearing foundation with absolutely no foundation. It's gorgeous, sickening, my skin looks so smooth, like it's great. It's the perfect balance of literally everything. Now some products I've talked about in videos I absolutely love, but they're products that I don't use very often. This I use every single day. I have 2 of these, one that I carry around with me at all times, and another one just in case I lose that first one. This is how crazy I am about sunscreen. Like legit, it's maybe a problem, but I don't care because I'm gonna be looking young in 20 years. For my final thoughts, I highly recommend this product to any person out there who uses skincare. I think this is the perfect addition to your skincare product list and the perfect way to ensure that you are getting sun protection throughout the entire day, because most people aren't. You may not have to go as crazy as me and apply it as much or to the concentration that I do, but I definitely think this is an amazing product. Whether you do wear makeup, whether you don't wear makeup, this is a perfect product to add to your skincare routine. Whew, that's my final review. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Have you tried this product, or have you tried a different one just like this that you think is better? Let me know, because I am always open to trying new products. Open to trying new products. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.